Now, this is like your first week back at school in a way, isn't it? I mean, you've known it's coming for a long time, but I think Monday was at the Q Awards was your first kind of public appearance as a five-piece again, and then the press conference was a Tuesday. We're only on Thursday. Does it feel weird? Does it feel like the last 15 years never happened? Does it feel natural? How does it feel?
Feels great, very exciting. It's funny because you described it, didn't you, as like going, not the first day at school, but the last day of term where you can wear what you want.
Yeah. It's like when you bring 50p in at school, last day of term, and all the work's done really, and the teachers are not really that bothered to sit you down and make you learn something.
Yeah.
And you can just fanny about and look cool in your clothes, or try to be cool. And that's pretty much what it's like.
Feels free.
Excellent. Right. Obviously, now the tour was the big announcement that you did on Tuesday. As I understand it, it starts out with Rob doing some solo stuff, and then it's the four-piece. Take that, and then you all come on and do the five-piece stuff after. Is that right? Or
no, that's completely wrong.
Okay.
No, we don't really know yet. But
okay.
but in the concert that we will be doing, there will be stuff from Robbie Williams, solo stuff from the four of us when we were four-piece, the five of us early days, and five of us on the latest album. So there's going to be. Everyone's going to get a bit of everything, really, and we're going to make that into a one-piece show.
Okay, the full kind of 20 years history is going to be represented. Then that's important, presumably.
Progress.
I think for a fan there's going to be people coming for different reasons. Some fans will be coming just to see Rob. Some fans will want to see the four of us, and ultimately, I think most people will be waiting for that moment where they see all of us together. Mm-hmm. And within that show, they're going to get all of that. So.
Something for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I spoke to Rob actually about 2 months ago about his greatest hits album. I did actually speak to the rest of you for about 4 years ago. It was just when you were announcing the sort of comeback tour, as it were. And the mood then, I got the impression you weren't quite sure if people were going to like you, or whether the market was still going to be there for you. And obviously, it massively was.
It's not really changed, has it? The mood.
I think the mood has changed.
Has it?
It's taken me 5 years to speak to you again, so something's changed. But I mean, presumably back then you would have had no idea that you'd still be, nearly 5 years later, still doing it. Would that be right? Would that be fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when we got back together, the four of us, 5 years ago, there was lots of apprehension, lots of fears. And I think we were quite justified because we'd been out of the limelight for 10 years. Although some of us had really tried to get back into the limelight. We'd been out of it for 10 years. Sorry, Mark and Gaz.
I give up in the end.
Edit.
Yeah, do.
So coming back together was frightening, and we didn't anticipate such a warm response. And it's just been glorious all the way, really. But we intended at first just to do a comeback tour, to do those 8 to 10 dates, and then just as like a nostalgic sort of trip down memory lane and thanks, goodbye, we're off again. And the rest is history. It just seemed to snowball.
Mark II was born.
Mark II was born.
Yeah. Now, I mean, that tour then, that was preceded by that documentary, do you remember, at the end of 2005, where it was a bit of a will he, won't he turn up thing, and in the end he didn't. But were you close to turning up then, Rob?
It's a bit disgusting, that documentary, to be honest with you. The more I think about it, the more...
Get it out.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the forum now, lads. Listen to me when I say this. It was a great documentary to watch. It was very entertaining.
For the neutral.
For the neutral. Being in it wasn't so cool. I mean, I said a lot of cocky things that weren't great, and I owned that. But that documentary, if anybody's seen it, at the end, the lads are all brought together in a room, and it's a bit, won't Robbie turn up? And there's a car that turns up, and everybody wonders if I'm going to be there. And the way it was presented to me was everybody's leaving message for each other on screen. So leave a message for the lads, blah, 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 blah. If I'd have known that was going to be the ending, I wouldn't have done the documentary.
Did it stitch you up a bit, did it?
Yeah. But, having said that, it's a great documentary.